What's up? Today we got a review of Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager class Optimus Prime. And yeah, picked this guy up at Target, and just was kind of curious about him. Decided to pick him up, and he's not that bad of a figure. He's got some issues, but it's mainly with his proportions. Other than that, he's a pretty good figure. And we'll get to that. Alright. So, setting him off to the side, take a look at what it comes with as far as accessories. Comes with this engine-themed gun that kind of reminisces his old G1 gun. And then it comes with this other engine bit. And then these two can combine to form his Ultra Prime gun, is what they're calling it. And yeah, that's it for accessories. Just a couple size comparisons. Here he is with his arch enemy, Megatron, which is horribly out of proportion, but that's what you get when you try to compare a leader class with a Voyager class. So yeah. Alright. Here he is with a Voyager counterpart. Or not a Voyager counterpart, but like another Voyager from the line. There we go. Cell remote for those of you guys that didn't know. And just for kicks. Here, let's do Legends Power Gland, since those are the only ones that brought with me right now. Alright. And right off the back, you'll notice that the biggest issue he has is the head to body ratio. His head is very, very tiny, while the rest of his body is overly large for the size of his head. Yeah. Which, it's not all that bad in person. It's just, I don't know, something about it makes it, it's a kind of fun Prime. Kind of emphasizes on his mass and makes him look stronger. And yeah. There you'll see another issue I have with this figure is the ratchets go out just a bit too far. Now, on Megatron, I don't mind so much because I actually like the way that the second ratchet goes to. I like the length of that. There we go. I like the length for that, so that didn't mind me, bother me so much. But this is just a tad bit far. I mean, look at that. And this is just, you can do this. Only way I'm able to do this is just because it's on carpet. But like, see, it'll start going down, or going back to its original position after a bit. And I tried to, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see that somewhat. I used a screwdriver that was a tad bit too big, and I ended up stripping the screws on the back. So, trying to figure out how the ratchet worked, see if I could try to resolve the issue. And I did did manage to get into the ratchet area, and it tried screwing it back in, and you need those ratchets in there to be able to have it go in tight enough, unless you get a bigger screw. So, if you're just going to try to figure it out, if you're just going to try to take out the ratchets, then good luck. Because the screw itself is not small, is not big enough, unless you take out unless you get a bigger screw. That didn't make sense, but you get what I mean. I was able to somewhat resolve the issue about the small head, big body, because while this head is not proportionate, if you take it right here and punch it in, you can get rid of this head and come back here and take the Ultra Prime head. Now I know this is meant for the Ultra Prime mode, the Combiner Ward, the Torso mode, but if you take this and position it correctly, you can get a proportionate, or as proportionate as you're going to get, head for the rest of the body. Now granted, this head is a tad bit big, but I think in my opinion it's better than having a, a head too small. So yeah. Alright. So in my opinion, this is the way I'm going to be storing it. Maybe with his antennas down a bit, or all the way back, but that just kind of looks weird. Alright, so getting this guy into his Peterbilt truck mode, if you will, or a semi-truck, but no semi-truck. What you want to do is you want to take this, or articulation, let's do articulation. So articulation for this robot is a very, very tight ball joint. You can look up and down very slightly. Rotation on the shoulder. Ratchet joints on the arms. Bend at the elbow, and a normally weird backwards bend on the elbow. Rotation at the waist. Ratchets at the thigh. Bend at the knee. Rotation at the knee. And then a little bit of ankle tilt just to do the transformation. So yeah. Alright, now back to transformation. What you want to do is you want to take this piece and rotate it. So rotate his shoulder so that then the grill piece is facing the back. And close it in. Move these hands in. And what am I doing? I'm going to rotate these hands so that they're all the way back. Sorry about that, I forgot that step. It's kind of a crucial step. Forgot another step, sorry about that. I'm going to take these and move this all the way back. You can see he's kind of got like a reverse ab crunch there. So I guess you can add that to another thing of articulation. Alright, now you want to close these in. Put the grill piece like so. Rotate this. Now what am I doing? I'm going to take the grill, keep the way it is. Rotate flip the hands back. Like so. Like so. Come on. There we go. And then take these flat pieces and flip them up. And take this and flip it up. Okay. And there you have the front of the Peterbilt truck. Put the head down again. And I kind of like this part. You take this piece and just kind of rotate it in. And it wants to at least peg into the front. Flip that down. Put the feet up into place if you haven't already done that. And there you have Optimus Prime in his Peterbilt truck mode thing. Yeah. And of course, if you flip this up, you can take the weapons and store them into the back here. There we go. And it kind of forms like an engine piece there. Alright, and one thing to keep in mind is that this hole is not a perfect circle, so it will only, and if you notice the peg, it's kind of got that groove in there, so it won't only take this gun in a certain position. Just keep that in mind. And you can't see the robot mode and the vehicle mode. Alright, so some size comparisons. Here he is with that same Megatron mold as this guy. in his tank mode, in the form of Armada Megatron. And raising this up. You can kind of get a good comparison. Of Optimus Prime. Like so. Like that. And yeah, that's all the size comparisons I got for today. Alright, since we're a little bit short on time, let's get into the other mode. The combiner mode, or the torso mode, or whatever you want to call it. So what you want to do is you want to take it and basically go back into robot mode, except for kind of not. Alright, and then you want to take these pieces and move them up. And you can kind of fold these flaps up and kind of semi-cover up the windows. Take these arms, hands, and fold them in. And then this piece peg right here pegs into the arm, or the shoulder, I should say. Like so. Like so. There we go. And then take the feet and move them all the way back down. Rotate it to form the thigh. Rotate this in, fold this flap up, and kind of position it at a weird angle to line this piece right here up with this peg right here. It's kind of a tricky thing to do. I don't know why it's not wanting to let me do it. There we go. And you couldn't see any of that. There you go. And flip the feet up. Move the torso down. Open the chest. Move this up and over. And there we go. There's the torso move. After 2 minutes of doing that. So, yeah. Alright. And then you can just take limbs like I have here and just move them in on each other, or move them in with Optimus Prime. Come on. Come on, you stupid little thing. There we go. And then I'm going to do these off frame. These are just some random aerial, just the aerial bots I combine them with. I have drag strip and dead end, but I don't feel like Optimus Prime would really like having a couple of Stunticons on with them. So overall, there he is. So he looks kind of cool. There you are with Cross Megatron. So now you see you can't really get a good scale with him. Either Megatron's too big or Megatron's too short. So overall, I haven't gotten Motor Master yet, or Motor Master, mainly because let's give him his gun. Mainly because I don't like the Menasor head. That, and I don't really care for the. I like the Stunticons. I like them all in their own figures, except for the combined mode. I really don't like the combined mode. But this combined mode, I really don't mind, except for the head for Optimus Prime. I really don't like. So, yeah. There you have it. Ultra Prime, Optimus Prime, Combiner Wars, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching.